Thanks for the time today. I just thought I'd do a very quick summary while it's all fresh in my head, while I have all the data here. Just to very quickly recap, I'm sorry to give you the bad news, but I see very little traces of SEO being done to this website. Now, I went and deconstructed the top 10 competitors in the recruitment IT space. I had a look at their pages, how many pages do they have, how many blogs do they have, how many backlinks do they have. I had a look at their traffic, I had a look at the keywords they rank for, and I looked at the top 10, but really the top 3 paint the perfect picture of the direction that we should have been heading in as part of any kind of SEO campaign. So I really struggle with how monthly SEO was done without actual access to the website. It's like my analogy of, let's build a house, but you don't actually have access to the physical property and build the bricks, but you can actually build backlinks, which is the plumbing or the electrical cables to the property, but we don't have access to build double brick walls and roof and more walls, right? That's the same analogy in this. The first thing that needs to be done to this website is, one, basic SEO titles to be added. There are duplicate headings, duplicate meta descriptions, duplicate H1s. There's H1s that are missing. There are broken H1s. A good example was this on your home page. You've got a whole bunch of H2 tags that shouldn't be a H2 tag. So just simple stuff like this. I understand why the designer selected the H2 tag. They wanted these numbers to look big and pretty, but the H2 tag is reserved for something that has the main keyword inside. If you jump onto my website, rank.net.au, here are all of the ranking factors that we know Google makes decisions on. And a lot of these things are things that happen on the website, right? The bounce rate, pages per session, time on site are things that are impacted by things done on the site. Backlinks are definitely important. It's evident to me that your money has simply gone into backlinks. But even then, when I had a look at the kind of backlinks you've been receiving, you're a negative 4,000 backlinks. And that just tells me that a crappy, shitty link order was placed on Fiverr.com or something like that, where there are 16,000 sellers at from $8 that can build you 100 backlinks straight away. When I look at this, generally speaking, in an SEO campaign, things should be moving up every single month. In this case, it's not looking too good. You guys have been dipping for the last 6 months. When I isolated the keywords that are actually bringing you traffic, it's purely brand. So your business name over time and the maturity of that term over time, if you go into Google Trends, this doesn't paint a good picture, but it's certainly heading in the right direction, that your business name is getting Googled more, right? So people are coming back to you. And so your growth is actually from your brand, not from any kind of SEO activity. The closest to a SEO keyword that you are actually receiving visitors is 18 visitors coming from Google a month for this particular keyword, which is definitely desirable. So when I come back to this website, there's a whole bunch of stuff missing. There's no real SEO optimized pages. So the first thing that needs to happen with this website is we need to build a page on your main keyword, which is IT recruitment, right? Then you have some geo pages. You've got Sydney, you've got Brisbane. So these pages should be transformed into IT recruitment Sydney. And I'm not just making this stuff up. So I've pulled all of the data. Now this is going to, hopefully it doesn't overload too much, but essentially what I've done is I've looked at your keywords and I've looked at all of your competitors, and I've had a look at the keyword gaps between them and the traffic gaps between them and what keywords are overlapping. That's what this one shows. There's a couple of tabs here which will show, let's have a look, all of your competitors and the traffic that they're receiving from which key term. I just need to, here we go. So people to people, a whole bunch of others that you can, Clicks IT is probably the main one. That's the one that I would pay most attention to. Have a look at their page structure, have a look at their service pages, and we need to build out the same. They pretty much do similar stuff to what we do. Here's a quick snapshot of your website. Here's a quick snapshot of the keywords on your website that actually bring in the traffic, and it's just your home page. Your one home page is the only page. So in other words, you don't actually have any proper service SEO pages. And that's wild that this has been a SEO campaign without those pages being built from the beginning. We want to build a taller building, but we can't add any more bricks to the property, but all we're going to do is just run electrical cables to it. That's essentially what's been happening. You've been receiving some kind of backlinks. I'm yet to see any kind of high quality backlinks. I'd love to see a report of work done, and any money says that it's just $10 or $100 through Fiverr.com can match those backlinks very quickly. I think you know where I'm getting at with this. Here are the keywords. Here's the keywords we want to rank for. Okay, cost of SEO should completely depend on who ranks in that space and what assets do we need to overtake. If they're building backlinks at 100 high quality backlinks a month, they're building 10 blogs a month, we need to match or overtake it. Otherwise, we won't overtake them. This calculation of you will receive this, how many of those? Why not? We need to be creating blogs as well. So that's obviously on page and SEO in a nutshell. So I had a look at the competitors. This one here, clicks.com.au, sitting on a cool 3,000 organic visitors a month. They've had so much SEO content on the website for so many years that it's actually starting to age. I assessed why they're dropping in traffic and rankings, and it's essentially their old blogs from like 2016 and before that are beginning to age, and Google's just starting to clean them up from the internet. But they're still sitting on a cool 3,000 organic a month. Here's another one. Here's another one. You can spend a bit of time looking at this. The direction. This is just a quick example of the homepage titles being, in my words, busted. Right? Put the main keyword in the H1. What is it that you want to rank for? The main keyword should be in the H2 as well. IT recruitment. Right? Are you looking for brilliant tech people? That shouldn't be a H2. Might be a H3 or paragraph text. These definitely shouldn't be a H2. So this is basically technical SEO neglect. No one's actually logged into the site and fixed these things. Now, a good example of an SEO service page that you should build is what all the competitors already have. If you want to rank for IT recruitment agency, Melbourne or Sydney or Brisbane, look, there's your competitors with the permalink structure, IT-recruitment-Melbourne or /Melbourne IT recruitment. So this is the top 10. Here's what they're doing. So we need to go and build it. That should be the first thing done on the SEO campaign. Build the pages so Google begins to consider us for these terms. Here's the Sydney result. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is exactly what they should be doing. That's the term Sydney. This one doesn't have Sydney IT recruitment. Now, considering that we've burnt a year with no real results. Generally speaking, these results should be tracked. There should be unique forms, unique phone numbers on SEO pages to track conversions and things like that. But considering we're in this state, I think a very sensible plan of action here is actually stop the SEO right now. Considering you've got seniors on your back waiting for results, let's just play out this scenario. Let's say someone, not me, someone builds you the most perfect SEO optimized website. Doesn't need to be rebuilt. We need to add the 20 or 30 SEO pages. Let's say someone creates those 50 to 100 high quality blogs, which is what I would normally do. Let's say someone goes and orders and gets the best backlinks money can buy. It would still take 6 to 7 months to begin properly marinating and about 12 months to see results. That's from SEO, okay? Considering you guys might have seniors breathing down your neck for results ASAP, I would not be doing SEO. I would pause the SEO, and I'm willing to... Nothing will happen because there's no positive SEO happening. These are shitty links that are going live that there's essentially no positive SEO activity. So I'm pretty confident nothing will happen since you guys are already dipping anyway, right? But what you can do if leads are important is right now you can go ahead and create a landing page, a sales page targeting our key terms. So IT recruiter. So I logged into Google Ads before. Here's one of my accounts. This particular account has spent 96 grand. This one has a few accounts underneath it. But what I did do, let's have a quick look, is I logged into a keyword planner and I typed in IT recruiter. And since I think someone mentioned that you guys are already running Google Ads in this space, you can probably give me some more accurate figures. But Google Ads are telling us that each click is $6. I think they're lying. I'm just going to guesstimate that it's actually 10. Now, if you log into your Google Ad account and you've been running ads, it should actually tell you how much your cost per click on a desirable keyword is, not IT recruiter, job or salary or free, right? We want the exact key term. And that's why it's showing us $2 from $2 to $7. I'm just going to say 10, okay? I've created this calculator on my website where I've said, let's say every click is $10, and let's say we throw 2 grand a month into the Google ad. Let's say that Google ad performs at 9% conversion, which is okay. Let's hope it does better. Maybe we can even drop it to less. I'm just going by my other campaigns and what they're getting. Now, closing rate from those leads, let's be super conservative of 20%. Average order value, what I did, I doubled and doubled, halved and halved the value that you mentioned. If you remember, you were mentioning sort of figures of 40, 50 grand. I went down to 25, and to humor the situation, we're now looking at 15 grand average order value. And let's say profit margins 20%, which is super conservative as well. Let's say the monthly management fee to run this Google ad is this much. Here's your potential profit if you throw this much money into the monthly Google ad campaign. So you're going to receive roughly 18 calls or 18 leads. Now, that should, within a few months, give you a proof of concept if this thing has legs. Hopefully that gets the big boss off your neck. And then we can concentrate on some SEO. I can just play this scenario out. We can do everything perfectly on the SEO front, but the ship has sailed. We need to show some results and attribute those results to the Google Ads. So the way we normally run Google Ads is we create a landing page. It's a hidden page on the site. Never run Google Ads traffic to your home page or a service page, because you're meant to be sculpting these pages both on the SEO front and the landing page front. They usually have unique contact forms, unique phone numbers. That way we can see exactly how much for our $2,000. What first month there probably won't be much. There'll be lots of clicks. Hopefully there will be inquiries. But month 3 or 4 is where we get a stable cost per lead. Here is a financial advisor. I was just showing their data just before. So this financial advisor is sitting at about $170 per a lead. One sec. So in the last 30 days, $172 per lead for this financial advisor. He's a pest controller. And I know that I'm bouncing around on the industries, but basically everything is tracked. In the last 30 days, this particular campaign has received 31 inquiries. Geez, that's dropped heavily. 87 for termite control, and 108 per lead for general pest control. Now, each of those is its own landing page. Landing page just for termites, landing page just for pest control. So, considering your scenario, I'd be pausing the Google ad campaign, this SEO campaign, and I would be just putting money into something that can give you a scalable return quicker, get some trust with the big seniors, and then revisit the SEO campaign. Is SEO important? Extremely important. But considering the setup, I just think if you don't do it this way, month 3, 4, you're going to have the big boss on your neck, and I'm just not sure that's where SEO campaigns fail, when there's decision makers that are constantly tracking the movements of keywords, and in this case, how many leads did this campaign bring in, what's the profitability, what's the average order value, and things like that. Essentially what I shared on this calculator here, which is /calculator that you can see up here. SEO ROI calculator. Look, I've got 50 campaigns that I can show data on, whether it's an NDIS, private school, financial advisory, you name it. Hope that makes sense. Yeah, let's catch up, have a quick 15-minute phone call. But the strategy to me so far is very simple. Even though the core of what I do is SEO, I would be slapping up a landing page specific to possibly a landing page for Sydney and Melbourne. I'll probably even just do one to start off with, run targeted traffic to it, track conversions, and then see what closes, and $170 a lead is what financial advisors are currently paying. Hopefully it's going to be less than that. You guys work out your numbers from there. Hope that makes sense. Talk soon.